and welcome to the Autoloons YouTube channel, and we are back with some more diecast model reviews. In this video, we're going to talk briefly about one of Hot Wheels' 5 packs for 2020, the Car Meet. I had picked this up online a few months ago and I'm glad I finally come around to showing you what it's like, and maybe you can pick it for yourself or a friend or relative who's also a car nerd. Like the name suggests, the Car Meet 5 pack is particularly interesting to car nerds like myself. It gets the following models: 2010 Corvette Z06, 2010 Camaro SS, 2010 Ford Mustang GT, correction, it's 2012 Corvette Z06, BMW 2002, and the 1971 Datsun 510. To be completely transparent with you, I only bought this pack for the BMW and the Datsun. Both these models are also offered in the more premium Hot Wheels Car Culture series with liveries that are more race themed. But I liked the black finish of the 2002 and the Japanese script on the Datsun more, and so when I saw this available from one of my usual sites, I scooped it right up. That being said, the other three cars are interesting to me in their own right. Unlike the usual small car review videos, we won't be doing a deep dive into each model in this video. We'll touch upon some of the cool aspects of each, but focus more on the diecast model itself. Since these two are my favorite, let's start with the BMW 2002. No, this model did not come out in 2002, but instead it debuted in 1968 as a successor to the BMW 1602, in which the 02 stood for two-door coupe and the 16 stood for the 1.6-liter M10 engine inside its bonnet. When it was upgraded to a 2-liter spec, it became the 2002. While the base model of the 2002 offered 101 horsepower, BMW then introduced a turbocharged version in 1973 that made 170 horsepower. But it was the early days of turbo, so the lag and the sudden rush of boost didn't go down with the BMW buyers back then. Most enthusiasts like the top model before it, which was the BMW 2002 TII, made between 1971 and 1975 with a non-turbo engine. It had mechanical fuel injection, which helped increase power output to 130 horsepower. The car's boxy design, lightweight build, flared wheel arches, and the sporty front splitter that sits close to the ground give it an immortal appeal. The round headlamps with the minimalistic kidney grills are possibly the best look for BMW's front fascia till date. This particular model gets BMW Motorsports colors, which you can see here is the BMW M colors, which you'll see on M performance models these days, and O2 decals, which is kind of stand for what this model series was, the BMW O2 line of models. I love that they've done it in like a racing numbered font with the Hot Wheels branding on top, both in terms of the side decals and the bonnet decal. I love these black rims with the chrome blue accents, which also match blue tints. And the added detail of the fuel filler cap on this side is just a cherry on top. I also like the visible interior because it contrasts with the dark exterior paint finish, and the dashboard details as well with the retro dials. If you can just get a little bit of focus on that. There we go. See? This pretty good detailing for a affordable 1x64 scale diecast model. Let's move on to the 1970 Datsun 510. This car has a strong relationship with the BMW 02. It was the Japanese car maker's answer to the demand for sporty sedans, but it was a lot more affordable than the German brands. In fact, its boxy proportions were said to be inspired by the BMW 1602, but the 510 was offered in 4-door, 2-door, and wagon body shapes. The 510 also got famous for its rallying success on the global stage. In the US, it was sold as a Datsun 1600 and offered with a 1.6-liter engine, like the BMW 1602, that claimed to produce 96 horsepower and send it to the rear wheels. Like the BMW 1602, enthusiasts would upgrade it to more powerful 1.8-liter or 2-liter engines, which was also part of its popularity with petrol heads. Like the 2002, the 510 enjoys the same immortal design appeal. It is boxy, it has flared wheel arches, and an aggressive front splitter. This particular casting looks like a modded version, so it sits a bit lower than the 2002 model, which seems to be based on the stock car. I love the gray paint with this topography design, and it also gets Hot Wheels written in Japanese katakana script, which adds to the JDM vibes of the car. Another cool detail in this 510 casting is that it has a roll cage, as you can see with this bar here, which you can see creates like a cross frame section, support section in the tinted rear windows. You can just about make it out. Zoom in there. Roll cage design. Again, the detailings on the interior are quite nice. It has these sports seats kind of design. It's a basic late 1960s kind of interior, and it is distinguishable from the BMW 2002. So you know Hot Wheels puts effort into these details that are hard to see most of the time. But yeah, I also love these retro deep dish styled rims with these gold chrome accents that contrast with the subtlety of the rest of the car. With my favorites out of the way, let's now look at the American muscle cars, starting with this. The 2010 Ford Mustang GT. It's based on the 5th generation Mustang, whose 4.6-liter V8 produced 315 brake horsepower. This casting gets a bright red race decal with Coils Drift Team livery with black and yellow contrasts. I think it's one of the better decals in terms of like racing, but also clean enough. I love that there are multiple sponsors on this car as if it were a true participant in some sort of tournament. Again, good interior detailing, but it's in black again, which makes the details a bit harder to decipher as opposed to the light interior in the 2002 model. Here's that 5th generation Mustang's aggressive front end. It appealed to some people. It was very in your face, but it didn't really appeal to me as much. I much prefer the 6th generation Mustang's look, the pre-facelift model, which got a 5-liter V8. Still, it's good to have this generation of this icon in my collection. In the pack, it's the least exciting one, but it seems like an American car meetup theme, and of course, there'd be a Mustang present. Next, we have the 2012 Corvette C6 Z06 in bright yellow with the 3rd best livery in this pack. It proudly wears its membership with the Hot Wheels Corvette Club, which also has its own HWCC crest design. Apart from those decals, this car looks quite stock, which is not a bad thing, but it is a bit bland. This generation of the Corvette featured the LS7 engine, a 7-liter V8 that churned out 505 horsepower, which is the most powerful, naturally aspirated engine GM had made till date. No, till that car came out. If it weren't for the HWCC decals, this would have been the most boring car in this 2020 meetup pack. I also like these star-shaped rims with the silver finish. It's a nice contrast to the very bright, sort of yellowy color of the car. There's some interesting details which are somewhat covered by the black decals here, like the front vents here, the small scoops here. But yeah, it's a nice Corvette Z06 model for anyone's collection, especially with those decals. Any well-organized car meet also has its own security presence. Since this is a Hot Wheels car meet, you'd need a car with plenty of oomph. And the 2020 pack gets a 2010 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Finished in a serious shade of blue with red and gold accents, it has the car meet security decals with a bull bar. There's this insert built into the roof which is supposed to represent like a siren design, but since it matches the glass insert for the windows, it looks more like a very slim sunroof for the police car. This was the 5th generation of the Chevy Camaro, which actually made its debut in the first Transformers film, Bumblebee, the bright yellow Camaro. This is a 2010 model year, which got a minor update over that first of the 5th generation Camaros. It was available in a host of different trims and engine options. The most powerful engine available with the SS was the 6.2 liter V8 engine, which produced 426 horsepower. While I don't yet have a cool diorama like the Lamborghini Group, this does make for a very cool scene to set up in a car park kind of diorama. What do you think of the 2020 Hot Wheels Car Meet 5-pack? Which car is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. Also, check the link in the description for the Autoloons blog, where we post stuff more regularly pertaining to pool cars and Formula 1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!